Welcome back to the totally random but totally awesome podcast. You're here with Q-tip again. Today we are going to do my concert collection again, an updated version. I didn't realize until I rewatched the last one that I actually have a lot to go through. Some of this stuff you may have saw in other videos. I probably put pictures up when I was talking about them. But since I'm doing everything that I've gotten that wasn't in the last one, I will show it again. Um, but yeah, I got set lists to go through, guitar picks, drumsticks, all that stuff. So yeah, we'll get started here and let's rip it. Alright, so here we have a signed Rancid poster that I got from the Green Day concert in Minneapolis. Is at Target Field. Uh, I was actually didn't see this right away. We were actually walking to our seats, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye in the merch stand. I was like, "That's cool. I need it." Didn't even know it was signed until I got it. But yeah, really cool. It's kind of hard to see the signatures in the picture because they sign with a gold, except for Tim. You can see Tim stick out. But yeah, really cool. Rancid was great. I love them. Ruby Soho. Dude, the opening, Maxwell Murder into Roots Radical was insane. Definitely a band I'd like to see again. Here we got a tour poster of AC/DC. When I saw this outside, they had a little pop up merch thing, right? Outside of the stadium. I went over there to check out what they had, and I saw this, and I was like, yes, I need that. And I got it. I could not let it go. It looks so cool. The frame actually takes away from the poster a little bit because the outside of the poster around it is a chrome border, if you want to say that. Um, but yeah, definitely had to get that because I'm probably not gonna get to see AC/DC again. Um, it'd be sick if I could, but yeah. That's it for the posters. Next we'll move on to my banner. Now moving inside the arena, the US Bank Stadium, I saw a tiny cart that was selling some stuff, and I saw this banner of Angus, and I was like, yes, I need that. That dude, it looks so cool. And who doesn't want Angus staring at them at night? I have this right on the wall right next to my bed. So every time I go to sleep, I see Angus and dream heavy metal dreams. Um, it's definitely really cool. I could not pass it up. And another thing I got from that stand was these AC/DC horns, baby. Man, if you ever go to AC/DC, you gotta get the horns, right? Like, it's a must. I wore those things the whole concert, and even though I have a fat head and they were squeezing my head so hard, I kept them on all night because I had to. It's a rule. I'm pretty sure it's a rule that you have to get those horns and wear them during the concert all night. Um, but yeah, I was surprised. I saw a lot. Don't get me wrong, I saw a lot of people wearing them, but I was expecting. If you ever watched them live at River Plate, the whole crowd had them, lights up the whole arena. Um, that's not what happened. I wish that's what happened because I was sick, but there was still a lot of people with them. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, they're definitely cool. If I ever go back, I will be wearing them. Alright, this one is really cool and really special to me as well. So this is a symbol that I got from Chasing the Devil. Specifically, the drummer Seth gave it to me. And we were just talking to him after the show, having some fun, And he's like, I want to give you guys something, right? And I was like, oh, you don't have to do that. And he's like, no, let me do this. I was like, all right, okay. And he grabs the symbol. He's like, here, take this. I was like, dude, this is what? Like, I couldn't even process that he was giving me this symbol. It was signed by the whole band. I got Shim to sign it. But it was like on the merch, like they were selling it for like $50. I look at the merch guy like, you're letting this happen, and he's like, hey man, it's not up to me. So yeah, Seth is awesome. Shout out to him. That is not the only thing I got from Seth that night. I also got this drumstick. I couldn't tell you what song it broke on, but I remember he threw it out, or like he dropped it and it fell. I don't know. But it fell right in front of me on the stage, and I was like, that guy that I see on my feed all the time, that's in the rainforest. I just went yoink, and I grabbed it. Actually, later in the show, Shim, Seth had ran out, and Shim was talking about it, and I just held it up and gave it to Shim. I was like, use this one. And he's like, it's already broken. It was kind of cool. But yeah, dude, I have seen a lot of bands, and Seth is definitely one of the drummers that hits the hardest, dude. Those he had to have broken like 5 pairs of drumsticks just during that show. It was insane. Here's a drumstick from a guy that hits just as hard, dude. Nick from Low Embers, a local band here in my hometown. Dude, he is insane on the drums, especially during like Bulls on Parade. They cover that a lot. He's insane. This was from the most recent time I saw them, and it snapped right early on in the show, and I waited till the end. And I was like, I think I was talking to Chad. And I was like, "Hey man, can I get that?" And he got it for me. And then Miranda had gotten a poster from that show signed by like everyone there, and she still had the marker. So I was like, "Hey Chad, you want to sign this?" And he went ahead and signed it. And then he's like, "You should get Nick to sign it," and I got Nick to sign it as well. And I asked him because I never saw a drumstick have that red on it, and I asked him about it, and he said it's a new thing he was trying out. It's like wax, and it's supposed to help with grip. But yeah, as you can see in the picture, he hits so hard the sticks don't stand a chance. It got snapped off. I have no idea what happened to the other part of the stick, but yeah, I should have tried to get it signed by all of Low Embers, but Craig and Brady were nowhere to be seen. I don't know why didn't ask Xavier. I think he was busy or something. But yeah, definitely a cool item to the collection. And here's the final drumstick right here. This one's from the Rock Gods. They're kind of like Hairball, but lesser known. Um, Not as good as Hairball, but yeah, I got this after their second set. They played 2 sets. I tried to get one earlier, but some other guy got it. So I think the drummer made sure I got a drumstick. I know for sure he played Metal Health with this drumstick. But yeah, it was not as cool as a story as like the Low Embers or the Chasing the Devil, but definitely still a cool item to the collection. All right, now we're moving on to some guitar picks. I have quite a few actually. I didn't realize how many I've gotten since the last video, but we'll go through them now, starting off with Hairball. I have a couple here. This one is from Chris Vox. He's a singer. He does Freddie Mercury, Rat, um, who else? Bon Jovi. So this one I actually didn't get from him like throwing in the crowd. Something Hairball does is they always come out after the show and greet as many fans as they can. And usually Chris Vox doesn't even come out. Like out of all the Hairball shows, I've seen him come out once, and that's when I got this. Um, he came out and talked with us a little bit, and he gave me this guitar pick directly. It was actually pretty cool. Next here we have a pick from Happy of Hairball. He is the guitarist of Hairball, and I actually have two of these. One is from a Brookings, South Dakota show, and the other is from a Fargo, North Dakota show at Red River Valley Fair. And I especially marked that one with on the case, not the pick, of course. I marked a 4 on it for the 4th of July because that's the date it was on. One of the best like shows of my life. I don't know. There was just something about it. Like the I don't know if it was the music, the environment, the fireworks afterwards was insane. But yeah, I got two of those picks from Happy. I kind of wish one of them was different than the other, but it's the way she goes. Here we have one from Andy Young. He played in the Judd Who's opening for Rock Gods when I saw them. Um, he was a cool guitarist. He played for Whom the Bell Tolls, which was pretty cool. Their usual stuff isn't like Metallica or any of that. So when they pulled that out, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. But yeah, I got that one, I think, towards the end of their set. Next up, we have some low embers. Yeah, I got these as well after that show. I can't remember if one is from Xavier, one's from Chad, or both of them are from Xavier. I can't remember. Um, but I know for a fact they're both from Low Embers. Definitely both used. If you look at them, definitely the first one was used, and then the second one was also used, but not as harshly. Um, but yeah, definitely really cool. My brother actually has one with the Low Embers logo on it, from a different show that we saw them at. So that one's kind of cool. But these are still cool, and especially cool because you can see the wear and tear on them. Here we have one from Booze and Tuna. They opened for Hairball at Red River. This is, I think, the only one the guitarist used the whole set. I'm pretty sure he only used one, and he threw it out and landed just behind me, and I pulled the old foot trick, putting my foot on top of it so no one else could get it. Yes, I'm one of those guys. But I secured it, and then the security guard came over later and looked at it. Apparently, someone asked about it or something, and he said, "Yeah, it's all used up," and that he thought it was the only one that he used the whole set. So that's pretty cool. Here's a funny one. So this is what General Frog, from Shallow Side. This was Cody's pick. I actually got two. I got this one and then a white one, same design on it. But I gave that white one to Miranda because I got to keep the symbol, and I felt bad because I had the symbol, the drumstick, 2 picks. So I was like, "Here, take this one. You can have it. It's fine." Um, so yeah, I did have a white one. But yeah, I definitely probably showed this off in the Shin video, so I'm not gonna stick on it too long here. This next one is a pick from the Devil's Rejects, a Rob Zombie cover band that I saw in Sioux Falls. I got this one from their bass player after the show. I talked to him a little bit. Him and my brother had the most awkward handshake I've ever seen, other than Miranda and the security guard at Skillet. That one was pretty interesting. But yeah, this is a cool pic. It's got their logo on it, tribute to Rob Zombie on it. Pretty cool pic. All right, these next couple few are going to all be from the Rock Gods. I ain't got 4 of them, I believe. This one is the only one that didn't have their logo on it. I got this one from the guitar player closest to me. If you go and watch the videos, Q-Tips Adventures on YouTube, I had to plug my channel at some point, you know. But yeah, I got that one from him. I got one, the smaller one, was from their singer Sam. I'm pretty sure I got that one after they did Wanted Dead or Alive by Bon Jovi when he played the acoustic guitar. I'm pretty sure that's when I got that one. And then I got a couple that were thrown during the show. I couldn't tell you which ones. It's one of the 3, but um, and then their other guitar player came down after the show and was handing some out, and then I got some then. So I think the total haul from Rock Gods was 4 picks, a pick from the Judd Who's, and the drumstick from the Rock Gods as well. So that was definitely a show of getting stuff. Finally, we have set lists. I'm gonna start out with the set list I technically didn't get from the stage or front of house. You know, these were ones I bought. Both of these were from the same show. This one is Breaking Benjamin. As you can see, there it is signed, and then I got a Catch Your Breath signed set list right there. As I said, those were both bought, so technically, um, they're not as cool as the ones I actually got from the stage, which we will be moving on to here. But I still love them. They're still signed, still cool. So let's move on to the ones I got from the stage. Or I think they're all from the stage, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. All right, this one is from Dope. I probably put it in my Static X video that we have here. So I'm not gonna stay on it too long, but very cool. I'm pretty sure it was Etzel's. But yeah, it was taken from the stage. I had to yell like a howler monkey to get it. But I'm so glad I got it because honestly, Dope was probably my favorite of the night. So very cool, very cool. Here we have Skillet from the Corn Palace Festival in Mitchell. It took place in the Corn Palace, which was pretty cool. By far my favorite Skillet show, just because I got to sing into the microphone during Legendary. It was awesome. One of my favorite moments of all time. But yeah, at the end I did get the set list. It's ripped at the bottom, but it makes it look kind of cool. So I'm not mad about it. Here's another Skillet set list. This one is from Red River Valley Fair. and I kind of call this my redemption set list here, because I had previously saw them at Red River Valley Fair, one of the best skillet shows of my life, um, but I didn't get anything from it. So yeah, I got this set list this time. Miranda also got a set list, so that is pretty cool. I remember on the way out of the fair, they had like a DJ blasting a sick version of Monster. Um, and I was just holding my set list up, smiling. I was so happy. Um, yeah, definitely a great show. Here we have a hairball set list. This one is from Brookings. I can tell because the writing at the bottom and how they cross off Def Leppard and put in Prince. I have two hairball set lists now. Um, this is the one Miranda and I got in a little bit of an argument about because we were both at that show, and I had asked the security guard, "Can I get that at the beginning of the show?" Apparently, Miranda asked in the middle, and he gave it to her. But we worked it out in the end. I got this one, and then we got Miranda one from front of house. So uh, we still good. We didn't break up our friendship over a set list, which I'm happy about. I have no idea why I pointed out that last one was from Brookings, because this one is also from Brookings. I don't know why. I thought maybe this one was from Fargo, but I guess it was from Brookings. Um, but yeah, Miranda didn't get to go to this show, sadly. Um, but another cool one. Got a lot of great songs on here. They did Skid Row. They did Rush, which was very different for Hairball to do. So definitely interesting. I hope to keep the Hairball set list collecting going. I've got one from each show I've been to. Scratch off uh, Red River. It's kind of a streak, but not a streak. Not as much because I missed one in between, but not as much as a streak as my skillet, which I do still have a clean streak. So I hope to keep that one alive as well. This one is from Psycho 78. They're a Misfits cover band. Local to Sioux Falls, that is. They opened for Devil's Rejects, and I loved them so much. And I knew even before I saw them that I loved them because I heard them soundcheck while I was outside, and they soundchecked. Yeah, that makes sense. With Where Eagles Dare, and that's my favorite Misfit song, so I knew it was gonna be great. The singer was taking them off stage. I was like, "Hey man, can I get that?" And he handed me one, and thank you, sir. And yeah, then they put down the Devil's Rejects set list. Just one more thing, I forgot to say this, but on the set list you can see "We Bite." In the before they played that song, the one guitar player was like, "Come closer to the stage. We don't bite." Points down at the set list like, "Oh, actually we do bite." And I thought that was pretty funny, so I just wanted to make sure I said it. Also. Then they put down the Devil's Reject set list. And I got myself one of those Devil Rejects set lists, specifically the one with all the notes on it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I love all the different colors on it and all the directions and stuff they were going to do during it. Very, very cool to see that extra little note on it. Yeah, let's see here. I want to look at it real quick. Um, like, uh, the cues, You got the count in, slow start, long intro, all that. Um, you got the asterisks showing something. I don't know. The breaks where they talk, all that. And is that all the edges are actually tore because they taped each corner down. So it's pretty cool ripped actually. Uh, the only way it would be cooler if it was kind of burned. That would have been sick. But as you can see, very great set list. I might try to go to them again because they are coming back to Sioux Falls. So we'll see. And finally, we end with a Low Ember set list. Oh yeah, this is the biggest set I've ever seen them play. It was at City Lights Aberdeen. They played for like close 2 hours, if not 2 hours. It's insane. I got to hear so much new music from them. I got to hear a cover of Beer, which was insane. I loved it. I'm so excited for the next record. Um, and I was trying to get a set list from this last show here, but they didn't print any. They just had it on Chad's phone, I think. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get some more Low Ember set lists in the future. And for now, that's been my whole collection. Uh, so I'll probably do another updated version in the months to come. It's actually probably going to be a year. You know how we do on this channel. We disappear for 7 months. um, but yeah, I might do a couple pods. I might not. We'll just have to see. Um, but yeah, it's been the totally random but totally awesome podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and peace.